the win. Pga Sports, in association with the Pga Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're on the cliffs of La Jolla, California, the famed Torrey Pines venue, and it's our opening round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. Hello everyone, thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. And Beamer, your thoughts quickly here on Torrey Pines South. It is a big boy golf course, isn't it?
It is, and these players are in for a rude awakening because they've had some pretty simple golf courses up to this point. But this golf course, US Open venue, this is going to punch you right in the mouth. There's no holding back here. This golf course is flat out tough. One of the toughest tests these players will see all year long. It's usually damp. It's usually cool. The wind blows off the ocean. It is just all around not fun to play in. I tell you what, if you're playing well, you can really find out what you are doing well, and that will help you in the upcoming season a lot.
That was wonderfully done. Time for the second shot into the first. Great looking shot this. A quality shot that. Putting for birdie. But our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Okay, pretty straight putt to start out with. I think it'll take a little turn to the left as it nears the hole.
Currently 1 under for the round. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
Wow, what a shot. His second shot here.
Oh, this is tracking. It's tracking. Come on.
Let's get back to it, shall we? All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
This one's for birdie. And that should secure the par on this one. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost.
And being a couple off the lead, they can't afford to miss those birdie opportunities.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
How close was that to going down? And a par putt awaits him. Oh. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. He currently is tied for 11th here. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in two. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. See if this is up, it could be in. Oh, you absolutely love to see that. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
I tell you what, from the rough, nice.
This one is from at least 30 feet out. I like the pace on this putt.
Going to get it really close.
Will it go in?
No, cannot.
Easy par, that. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. The sixth hole's a really cool par 5. Once you get back up onto the top of the hill here, you want to try and take on the corner of this par 5.
Yeah, taking it down the right-hand side, it will seriously reduce this par 5, but you got to avoid the rough. It can get really nasty. From there, you could possibly run it up between all those bunkers. There's one low spot area on the left-hand side of this green that will come into play should you get your distance control a little bit wrong. Pretty good shot there.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Now let's head to Tom Kim. 3 behind our leader. Could it be? Wow, what a save.
Uh-oh, there could be trouble ahead. The rival is coming.
Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
This is for par.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
Well, when he exploded onto the PGA Tour. Tom Kim was everyone's second favourite player, wasn't he? He's got that bright, effervescent vibe about him, and he just seems to play the game with a kind of enthusiasm of youth.
I kind of like how you said Tom Kim is the second favorite player on tour. Listen, I get it. You know, there's always going to be one great big popular guy, but you know, Tom is that breath of fresh air, isn't it? He's a young kid. He comes out here, he's smiling, he plays with exuberance, he's in love with the game, and he shows it when he's out there, doesn't he? I think that's why it makes him a fan favorite, because he looks like he's having fun doing what he loves to do.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. The 8th at Torrey Pines South is an uphill par 3. It can be a hole in one hole, or it can be an absolute brute to even find the green, depending on where that hole location is.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Lovely moment here. Good opportunity to move into a tie for third. And he's down there. You got a read?
You can be positive with this because it's up the hill and moving left to right.
So close to a birdie, but that'll be a par. Job done. Let's head to the next. Currently at -1 following that hole. The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Lucas, is just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
And just in the first cut here. That's nicely done. Playing from 110 yards out. Just a couple back from our leader.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
And this putt to move into the top 5. Oh, so close to a birdie. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot.
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
Okay, it's time to make the turn, and a good time to reflect on the action so far. Rich?
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these 2 players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Good shot there, Beamer. Sitting at 1 under the card. This would be a great up and down. Oh, well played. And in it goes. He finds himself currently tied for 5th.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
The 11th at Torrey Pines South plays downhill, but it's still a long par 3.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Standing over his second shot. 2 strokes off the lead. Wow, that almost went in the hole. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
Can he save his par?
That's disappointing. And this one will be for bogey. And with that, he's back to even overall. Rich, in your opinion, is this the hardest par 4 on the entire West Coast?
If it's not, it's certainly top 2. The only other one that I could think that it would come close to is probably the 10th at Pebble, especially with the tee box all the way back there. You know, it's just, it doesn't have the scenery, but it has the demand that you can't geek a drive out there and expect anything good to happen, and you certainly can't afford really to have a bad iron shot either. It's just a strong par 4. Again, different look than what you have at 10 at Pebble, but it's the difficulty is just the same.
Yeah, that was a safe play. Let's check in with Tom Kim, shall we? Only 2 shots off the pace.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
A wonderful shot and a birdie opportunity coming up at the 12th. Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt. John, have you got a read on this one?
This putt looks like it's breaking right to left.
It's on a good line. And that should secure the par on this one. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. All right, Rich, the par 5 13th, so much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
It's a very interesting hole. You know, miss those bunkers, put yourself in the fairway, but you've got this ravine that you have to hit over. It's a grass ravine, thankfully, so if you miss the fairway, you can lay up there. But going for this green, if you come up a little shy, you could find one of these 4 or 5 bunkers, both left and right, and then you've got a nearly impossible up and down from there. And again, a green that's got a section on the left and a section on the right. Very rarely do they put the pin in the middle. But boy, I tell you what, this is a really good, fun par 5 that you can make anywhere from 3 to 7.
Toot, toot. There's Tom the Tank Engine. Don't we love Tom Kim? He has got some go in him.
He's got all kinds of giddy up in him. Yeah, he's just a breath of fresh air, isn't he? Young kid out there having some fun, playing the game that he loves. And it shows. He's out there smiling, laughing, engaging with the fans. You know, it's refreshing. It's nice to see that because, you know, the PGA Tour can be so cutthroat at times, and yet you have this young kid out there who's just happy to be here, but he's happy to be here and winning.
Oh, that was pummeled. Great drive. From about 130 yards here, just a couple back from our leader. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Well, that's beautifully judged.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
This putt right on 10 feet, a good one to make.
This for a birdie run.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
It's a tough read, but it's got a little bit of left to right break on it.
Ooh. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. He's currently tied for 7th here. 15 works slightly back inland here at Torrey Pines South, but you still need plenty of focus.
Why are the straightaway par 4s the hardest ones? We have another one right here. It's just straight away with the drive, nothing fancy about it. You find the fairway and you're left with another long iron second shot. You got a front right bunker that should see plenty of action. The one on the left, though, that's a big no-no spot, as this green does tilt pretty good from back to front.
A little off the mark on that approach shot. Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Oh, that was a beauty. And back to the play, shall we? This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. If he makes this, he'll save his par. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup. Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Currently 1 under for the event. 16th, the last of the par threes on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
That's very well judged. Inside the range. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Just need to pull the putter back a little bit further, I think. Putting now for a bogey. That's a disappointing miss, especially from that range. Just a short putt remaining here. Well, that should have been just about a formality. Just a short putt closes the workout on that hole. And that sees him drop down the standings a little bit. Your ball striking certainly gets tested off the tee here at 17 as we head for home at Torrey Pines South.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
This to move into a tie with Tom Kim.
Steady on. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Nice little par putt here.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Well, the finishing hole at Torrey Pines South is a famous one. There's been so many cool memories that have happened over the years here. Go for it in 2?
If you get the opportunity, why wouldn't you? I mean, this is probably the best risk-reward par 5, or one of the best on the PGA Tour. You find the fairway, just the water there on the left-hand side fronting this green. It's going to make you think all day long, do I have enough? Can I carry it? Should you find the green? Yes, you got a decent opportunity at Eagle, birdie at worst, but you start missing it left and right. That's when things get a little bit dicey.
He's standing over his 3rd shot. 5 shots off the pace. Seven feet to the cup. His round has come to a close. That is an impressive birdie. Well, Rich, that round reminded me of that old adage, early ripe, early rotten.